Good morning, sixth grade. It's Mr. McCaffrey. Hope you're having a great Tuesday as we get started. Today, we'll be doing Wildcat Wellness, and we will continue on the topic of bullying because the importance that not only myself, but other counselors and your teachers and administration here at Griffin, the fact that bullying is at the top of the list of things we want to, get rid of in this environment because it does not create the positive, encouraging, supportive environment we want here at Griffin. We want all students to feel supported and that they have a group around them that respect them. And respect is a big thing right now. We need to make sure we're showing everyone respect. If there's a student we don't know anything about them, then there's no reason to disrespect them because we don't know them. And on any level, there's no reason to disrespect other students. So we're going to be on this topic of bullying, I think one or two more weeks. And, we'll be touching on different things, but today we're going to talk about being an upstander and not a bystander. And we'll go over that. But just to review real quick, we went over the types of bullying in a few weeks back, whether it's relational, which is a big one we see with people spreading rumors or lies about other people. Physical, which I think is one of the easier ones to see. It's actually physically pushing or hurting someone. And verbal, which you can hear, and usually in whatever words are being used, you can determine if it's a supportive comment or trying to put someone down. And here at Griffin, we're being ready, we're being respectful, and respectful is really, I said it in my last video or the video on Friday, respect and respectfulness. That word is so powerful and can carry you so far in life. Respect for others can carry you extremely far in life, students. And that's what we want you as Griffin students to understand, the importance of respecting others. So without further ado, we'll get into the lesson. But real quick, I want to share my background. And it's actually a very, very special background. This is where I am going to be on Sunday. I will be strapped in to a hang glider and going around. This is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So it's not too far. You do have to be 18 or older. Actually, maybe you have to be with an adult. But I'm going up there with a friend and we're going to have a hang gliding experience. So we'll see you Monday. But I'll be here all week. So I'll see y'all in the hallway. But that's just something I wanted to share with y'all. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. And now remember, teachers, you have the student handout as well, which is up here. So let me click on it. Here's the student handout. That's in your email. So feel free to go through that with your students as well, but I'll go through the lesson. So how to be an upstander. In this lesson, we'll learn some ways to stand up to bullying. All right, and look how big his heart is. All right, his heart is huge, and that's what you need in this world today. You need to have a big heart. Okay, warm up. Think of a time you saw or heard someone being mean to another student and it made you feel uncomfortable. What did you do? Now that term uncomfortable, it can make you feel all kinds of ways. It can make you feel angry towards one of the students. It can make you feel sad towards the other. But, it's talking about when you see students in a situation and you start feeling like this isn't a positive interaction. This isn't going good. And then what did you do? So we can answer it on the worksheet or, whoever wants to participate in class. So the definition, okay, bystander versus upstander. All right, there's a difference between being a bystander and being an upstander when it comes to bullying. And if we look at this, I think you can see bystanders, the first one. It's kind of you're standing by them, all right? You're by them, but you're not really speaking out. You're just watching. Versus an upstander who is speaking up for the other person, okay? They're stepping up to the challenge to raise their voice and make sure that, the situation that's going on is stopped. And it is a very admirable quality to have in someone. And it's a brave quality. That's another word to use. It's brave, it's bold, It's something leaders do, and it's a very strong move. And it can show that one student who is being bullied that they have support. Even though they may not know you, they know that other people in the world support them just by being other people in the world, because we have to support and show respect to all people. All right, so upstander strategies. Try these strategies to be an upstander when you see someone being bullied. Click the white dots to find out more. Teachers, I'll go ahead and click the white dots so we can kind of just keep on rolling with the video. So this first one, support. Directly help the person being bullied. Listen to their experience, ask what they need, and offer to help them make a plan for dealing with being bullied. Okay, now that one can be tough. So if you have confidence that you kind of know what they're going through, or maybe you think you can help them through it, then you offer support. Okay, now there's other strategies as well. Support is one of them, and this is on your student handout. I'll just click to it real quick. The next one, get help. Talk to a trusted adult, that's us, and your teachers, such as a family member, counselor, or teacher. Ask them to help you figure out a way to stop bullying, okay? Because there's not always an easy answer. There's just not. There's not always an easy answer. And so sometimes it takes a team to have that support and that motivation going forward in order to give that either the person being bullied the confidence to stand up, or to work on the other side with the bully and have them realize what they're doing is wrong and have them come back down and show more respect. So there's a lot of different ways adults can approach the situation. So students, please, please, please get help and seek support. And both of those kind of go hand in hand. And that's why we counselors, you teachers, your administrators, Ms. Seibert, that's why we're in the building, okay? So big one, speak up. If you feel safe, firmly and calmly tell the person doing the bullying to stop and then explain why it's hurtful. Okay, this is the one I go over with students a lot in all types of situations. So this is great for bullying. It's great for, talking to friends about something they might have done to hurt you. It's great for talking to your parents for something that you don't know how to talk to them about. But the words firmly and calmly are extremely important there. So firmly is kind of like how I'm talking now, where I'm just talking straight to you and I'm getting to the point. And I'm trying to remain calm so we can all get on the same page, and I'm not attacking you, or I'm not upset. I'm not, going over the top, and then also that I do care about the situation. So, if this was a situation with bullying, what I go through with students is I have them firmly and calmly say, hey, bully's name. So, hey, Johnny, please stop calling me names. It doesn't feel good when you say it. That's one short, very quick example. And we can dive further into that depending on the situation. So, but the words firmly and calmly, you have to practice. You have to practice speaking up, but that is absolutely the best way to do it, is to firmly and calmly tell that bully to stop and then explain why, okay? And then also, again, make sure you get adults involved, or make sure maybe you ask a friend for support, or if a friend comes to you for support. So that was a lot to go through. Topics I think students probably know about, but we need to emphasize them because of their importance to our community here at Griffin. So I'm going to play this video through, and then we'll see how.
And the girls just
difficult class
You know what, before I do that, let me make sure the audio's on. Okay, it looks like it was, but we'll go through it.
So the girls just
difficult class
on one hand.
This friend of mine was getting bullied by a boy who kept talking to her and being really rude and constantly just saying names at her and just wouldn't stop. So she tried to ignore him, and that didn't work.
They pushed me around, took my lunch, took my book bag, ripped up my homework, spit on me, kicked me. I felt bad, about getting bullied.
I didn't fit in, like people didn't really understand me because I read books a lot and they would tease me every day by pushing my books on the ground, or they would push me into lockers in the hallway. And when I would try to do my work, they would throw pencils and papers at me. And they would start rumors. They would say things such as, I'm a bookworm. They would call me mean names and stuff like that.
All right. So you can see those students experienced probably some of the similar things we see here at Griffin. The name calling, especially when it comes to, if someone gets high grades or if someone gets low grades, it can go either way. So let's look at some of these activities. Teachers, I will go through this and we'll see how it goes. So use the strategy, show support. How could you show support for Katie's friend? And her friend was being called names, if we remember. So this is going to be work best if teachers, you pause and go over it with the kids and then allow the students to participate. So ways to support, remember, the three main ones: support, comfort friend, help her friend find a trusted adult, help her come up with a plan to avoid him in class. All right, so those are examples for this one. Okay, now the next two, we'll let y'all think of some good strategies. How could you get help from Jerry? How could you speak up for help? And teachers, if you have them right on the handout, that's fine, or even just write it down. If there's not a lot of participation, having them write down, I think, is a good idea. The students, I want to really encourage you to think through these, think of examples, because someone will need your help one day. Wrap it up. Okay. Think of a bullying situation you witnessed. How could you have been an upstander using one of the three strategies you learned in this lesson? All right. Remember these three strategies because these are the best way to handle a lot of situations, not just bullying, but a lot of situations that come up with friends or families or, anyone going on in school. Maybe if they're not your friend, it's just someone that's a classmate, some situations. But support, getting help, trusted adults are right now in middle school, three very important ways where you can get help. All right, well, students, I hope you all had a good conversation. I hope to see you all in the hall. I know I'll see most of you in the hall, but feel free to say hello. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday.